Hello and welcome everybody back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer. And of course me, I'm here as well, don't forget. And yes, of course, Hannes is with us as always, as he is the star of the show. Oh, god damn you, game. One moment. We have another generator, you see. I couldn't figure out how to change the volume last time. Okay, we'll try settings once more. We shall try it once more. We may lose... Yeah, I'll keep music up a little bit more. Take that down. I really don't think this is in the sounds settings at the moment. Kind of annoying. But anyway, yes, welcome back to Encased. Where in the last episode we had left the underground facility at Nashville. Some weird shit had happened. We had wandered through the waste, found this little outpost town city where a number of people from Cronus are located, but they appear to be of a different organization. They're not Cronus exactly, they're a different group. And we also have our new character, our new follower, who, admittedly, she's not got a lot of health. She's quite weak. Quite scared for her. But yes, we'd been chatting to these people and learnt some stuff. Some of these people are actually from Mega Gallon, where the prologue starts. Or at least I think it's Mega Gallon. It might be another little outpost. But essentially, yeah, they remembered us. They remember us. But that was like 3 years ago. So time has moved on. But now, so must our playthrough. As we come to talk to the big cheese of this location. Knock knock, hello. A lean woman is poring over a pouring over a console. Her hair is pulled back. Sorry, I'm hiccuping. As the doors are closing behind you, your back. Oh, sorry. As I read that in a really weird way. As the doors are closing behind your back with a quiet hiss, she turns. Hang on. She turns short. You have an appointment, an examination. Am I right? No. Know this. You must submit to a blood test and show your select throne as your ID. Some silly dogs come here twice for an extra 100. Her voice is firm, loud, and ringing. While speaking with you, she's spinning a key band on her finger that is sticking out of the console a moment ago. The badge on her white coat reads, ooh. Renritia? Or is it hen? That would be for hen, so Henritia? Henritia? Henritia Ross, project director. The coat itself isn't really clean. It's flaked with multicolored stains. Oh, that's not good. You have mold. Ugh. You smell musty. Like unwashed feet that marched in the desert sun for too long. Oh, they're mine. Sorry. Rossi notices the direction of your gaze and explains. a soda. This crap doesn't wash out. Ask her what this place is. There is a baffled gaze on the woman's vivid face. Then why are you here? I thought you went through examination, medical help, and 100 to guzzle it away in Beth's bar. She spreads her arms as if she's trying to hug this entire room. This is the emulator, the place they began to build straight after the incident. As you see, it's been being built till now. So I hardly can show you incredible miracles. Miracles. Are you interested in anything else? So some of this sentence is it was written kind of weird for me and my brain didn't like it. Tell her you have headaches, hear humming and hallucinating. Henrietta looks skeptically. Yes. Your hallucinations. Grace Sticks is flying around in a fairy costume and showing her tits. That's a common story. Oh, Grace Slick. I don't know who that is. Grace Slicks is flying around in a fairy costume showing her tits. That's a common one. She pats you on the shoulder apologetically. Don't get angry. You know, I hear about hallucinations from 10 till 10. From 10 in 10 people, sorry. That is why you have to pass the simplest tests right now. I must be sure that you really came across... I need to be sure you really came across the Metastorm. The White explains and takes a notebook out of her pocket. So the first question, where did you contact the Metastorm? Rossa taps her pen on the paper impatiently. I see no reason to lie, because at the moment Hannes doesn't know what's going on. Time has moved forwards, things are not the same. He doesn't know if this information should be kept secret, mainly because he's a bloody orange. They didn't tell him anything. If this was Labot or Ceres at this point, I'd be like, okay, they're a brainy scientist, stroke doctor, mechanic. They probably would keep things to themselves, but that's not the case. To answer evasively that it happened during your travels across the desert, excuse me, sorry about that. Tell her about the cave in Nashville and the shiny red ball. Tell her that you saw the Metastorm approaching during your trip from a mission. No, we're gonna say about the cave. One moment, please. Hopefully that has cleared my throat. And any squeaking that you can hear, by the way, is not me letting out a silent squeaker. Well, an almost silent squeaker. It's my chair. The leather is rubbing on leather. Oh, how luxurious.
Well, I was in this cave in a place I believe called Nashville. There was this giant red ball, and I touched it, and, well, now I'm here.
The White raises her eyebrows suspiciously, but leaves no comment for you to answer. Sorry, now my nose has decided to get sniffly. Rossa writes something down and turns the page. The second question, describe your experience of the interaction with the Metastorm. Tell her it was really scary and you were haunted by nightmares. Tell her you were in white fog, you saw people and talked to them. Tell her something filled your consciousness. The pen stops in Henritia's fingers. Okay. You were relocating. Relocating? Yeah. And talking to them? She shuts a notebook. Well, let's get down to your examination. Come here and stand, and I'm going to prepare a special scanner. That will take some time. He turns off the scanner and looks at you in deep thought. I'd like a smoke after that. By the way, I don't smoke at all, he says. Henritia goes around you in a full circle and stops in front of you again. Well, what can I say? It was the most deserved. Oh, well, what can I say? It was the most deserved 100 there is. Your vitals are just incredible. The sensors are going off the scale. Even the FOPs don't have such metrics. And this, despite the fact that your brain seems to be all right. Supposedly? Oh, yeah, supposedly. I think that's how you say that word. Basically, it's like, well, I suppose so. Supposedly. Yeah. Let's face it. I need you to become a part of this project. What do you say? The white is looking at you expectantly.
What? I don't understand. Why? You do not tell me what I wish to know, my love. I suppose.
Rosa raises her eyebrows. And that's all? You mean I don't have to convince you to tell you all about great payments, social packages and privilege status in the Herechi? Yeah, it's meant to be territory, isn't it? Like, that should be a T. Territory of the new committee. No. Damn. My speech was almost ready. Enritia shakes her hand. Well, as they say, welcome aboard. Have a look around. And yes, go and meet Kama? Whatever. Is particular, but she's a good she's a second in command in this project, and you have to work with her. Go ahead.
What?
Okay, developers. I have a bone to pick here. Tell her you'll do it and move away. Nod and move away. Move away. That's not free options of dialogue to... I had hoped when I said yes, she would have given me a bit more information. Oh, sure, fine. We'll go and speak to some... It's her, isn't it? Well, let's give it a quick save, just in case. I think it's her anyway. I'm sure it's Karma. Carma. M-A. Karma. Stops trying to move around from the table. She looks at you with with anticipation, without saying a word. Present yourself and tell her you're working with the emulator. Working with the emulator with her now. Oh yeah. The keyboard stops its noise. Yeah. Karma Ishuwitson? I don't know. Nice to meet you. The woman answers indifferently. The white offers her hand and removes it as soon as you barely touch her fingers. Her palm are cold, and her palms are cold as her eyes. The keyboard begins to click again. The keyboard stops suddenly. She grabs your shoulder. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and you may be free? She looks at your badge appraisingly. She remembers your name and rank. You are connected to other... Ooh. Heart... I don't know that word. Oh, particulars? No, don't know that word. Of the project somehow. Sexual relationships? Friendships? Relationships? Okay, I'll read these out. Answer that you dated someone in the project particulars before. Tell her this is none of your... Tell her there is no connection. Answer rudely that it's none of her business.
I will not answer such. You do not ask a lady of a man of such things. Begone.
Karma faces your words with an acid, unfriendly grin. It is mine, though. I have every right to know who I work with, and also I have right to interpret your answers in case you refuse. She loosens her grip a little, but her fingers are still locked on your wrist like a handcuff. What goals did you pursue when you joined the project? Yeah. Admit you were convinced in your extraordinary value for the project. Tell her you only answer to Ross's request. Answer that you need work and payment is good here.
I just answered her request. Stop asking me questions, woman. Where is the science in this? Where is the goal of achievement?
In those cold, Inuitian in those cold, is that like her race or her people? Because I do see that she has a you'll have to forgive me here. I don't know if it's a Hindu mark or a Buddhist mark. I think it's a Hindu mark or a Sikh. There's too many religions with marks. That might not be a mole on her face. That might actually be a mark of religion. I don't know, and because I don't know the word, but it looks familiar yet alien to me, I'm struggling to place it. Especially where it says like that with her eyes. Yeah. Maybe I'm completely wrong. You see an an absolute determination that you're lying. Answering her request. Very doubtful words. Okay. The white quiet holds off your hand. The white quits hold of your hand. Seems like a weird sentence to me. I appreciate your answers. You may leave. You're distracting me from my work. Tell her that was very rude. Calm seems to be a bit ashamed. Good. My apologies. I didn't want to be impolite. She turns away very quickly and awkwardly and begins to tap on the keyboard twice as intense as before. What? Hang on a minute. Like, what? Wasn't that like our quest? So, oh, hang on. Bloody coughs. So, the emulator project. After examining your body, Rosso, I think it should be Rosso, said that your ability to interact with the Metastorm is unique, and you might be helpful in the project. Canyon Heights has proved the needs of the project with software engineers and a brilliant scientist. In spirit of her talent, pleasant person under the and my story, you had to run around, get a new uniform. Is it at the bottom? The relic plunged your sight from into. Okay, so on the outskirts of the city, you joined a woman. Yep. Okay, so that's that one. Blood bet. Whilst resting at a bar, you asked a barmaid if there was any work for you. Participate in underground fights held in the cave located under her bar. Okay, well, we haven't failed any quests, but I don't know where we're meant to go now. I guess we'll come and talk to her. The white shrieks with laughter, looking at you. Oh, based on your face, the conversation with Doctor went as it should. She nods at the chair next to the console terminal. Sit down. You think I sent you to meet everyone just for no reason? There is one very serious conversation. Tell her you're ready to listen to her. Tell her you'd return to the conversation as soon as you have finished a couple of important matters. Why do I get the feeling this is going to move on a quest? Oh, I don't like it. I'm ready to listen. Oh shit, it is. Henrietta sighs. Henrietta signals you to come to her. While standing on the edge of a balcony and clinging to the rails, she examines a massive construction that is hanging from the ceiling of the main hall. She looks at you. Long story short, in 1976, there was an incident in Nashville. The Metastorm broke away. The Metastorm broke away out of the excavation zone, destroying the spire, and killed a lot of people. And the brains of those who weren't killed were completely burnt. If it were an experiment, I'd say it was a total failure. Rosa raises her hands and looks at the green light under the ceiling of the complex with acute fascination. Everybody was in a panic that year. They've been waiting for the end of the world for some day. End of the world from day to day. But Nakarora was able to handle the distribution? Disturbance? Yeah, the disturbance. And, oh dear God. And evacuated the most part of the survivors here. Again, some of this, the way it's written, kind of weird. Yeah. And evacuated most of the survivors here. She offered an autonomy. I can't say that word now. Autonomy to everyone who disagreed. Those white swans, Felix is more than just another, oh yeah, the gang. And Carmine Height. Soon after Cronus was transformed into the new committee, it became obvious that not everyone agreed with its policies. A large group of former employees within withdrew from the committee and established their own settlement called Carrion Heights. It is in the east of the dome. Today, Carrion Heights is a small democratic republic with acting life and development economy. This is quite thriving settlement, running several promising projects. Okay. And decided that something must be done with the Metastorm in the center of the dome. And as such, the emulator was born. How bloody dare you? How dare you, world, message me whilst I am trying to work it. Well, mess about. Never. She puts her hands behind her back and walks along the balcony. We advance quite enough over the next 2 years. The Metastorm showed no activity. All the trials were right on schedule, but several months ago, our sensors detected that the Metastorm began to grow, to become stronger. I made my calculations and realized we needed help from all those people. Someone must search for relics for the emulator and do some coding or else the Galleon anomaly of Nashville, I have no idea if that was right, of Nashville, takes us faster than we manage to do something. Takes us faster than we manage. The White clenches her teeth and shakes her hand. For the first time ever, you see her being so serious. That's why they're here. Spencer Albert. Oh, okay. So they must have the leaders. And his crazy pal, Santiago. And of course, Karma. Our relationship with her went sour since the first day. Kimiko sacrificed very much for them being here, and I only lost my individual control over the project. And you know, I would stick my abilities where the sun don't shine, my ambitions where the sun don't shine, and live with it if it was of any use to the emulator. But the point somewhere down, you come up to the edge of the balcony and you see a mishmash of burnt wires and melted remains of some relic. Now it all went to hell. The price is already paid, but there is no result. The past trials were unsuccessful. That is why I need your help, and that is why I believe you to be a twice as worthy employee. She shrinks into the chair. It should be she walks round to the chair, sitting in it and shrinking into sitting down and shrinking into it. But never mind. I told you welcome aboard. You know, I forgot to add that this Titanic is hardly staying afloat, and there is another iceberg ahead. But we will sail out if we really do try hard. Enritia is sitting behind the console. She's obviously tired. Her shoes are standing next to her. Her shoes are standing next to... Jesus, like, terrible writing at the moment. And you see bright green socks from behind the console's edge. I'm a bit out of breath after presenting speeches. Where's that popping? As you understand, now we have a common business. And now it's time for us to discuss the details, shall we? She looks at you inquiringly. Oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. So obviously, me, myself, and I would not do this. I would be like, yeah, sure, tell me about this. But Hannes is a weird criminal who has a feet fetish. And the game just pointed out that she's taken her shoes off and she has bright green socks on. So there's only one way to go.
I'm sorry, they're all very fascinating, I'm assured, but are those green socks?
Rosso looks down under the console. What about them? Green socks? They're cool. They create the mood. Now I'm in the mood to talk about business, so let's talk.
Okay. afterwards you could remove the sock, yes?
You're ready to listen. She gives you a disgusted look. What the fuck are you on about?
Never mind.
Oh, we're going over the time limit. Never mind. Great, let's begin. Opens up her notebook. Oh Jesus, there's more. There's more. Okay. Okay. I'm going to be an arsehole. Because time is limited, things must be done, and the world moves on. I'm going to end the episode off here. So yes, in the next episode, we will continue this this reading of our next assignment, next thing we're going to be doing. And we will, carry on from there, basically. I get the feeling, and I bet I'm going to read like 2 sentences, 3 sentences, and then it'll be over. But I don't want to end up spending an hour on this one episode, just going through all the talking. I do apologise, I just don't have the time. Also, now that we're at the end of the episode, I will put this forth. This week will be the last week of episode. I am going on holiday for all of February. Not here, not in England, not at my PC. So because of that, there won't be any episodes. So I do apologise. You're going to have to, wait a month. I know it's not ideal, but life's shit at times, and you can't help it. Is how it is. So thank you all so much for being patient with me. Thank you. I certainly hope you have enjoyed this episode and are looking forward to future episodes to come, where we will carry on with our adventure with Hannes and find out exactly what this organisation wants me to do. Little else to say other than thank you all for watching, commenting, liking and sharing. My mind just went blank. Take care everybody, and as always, bye-bye for now.
Yes, bye-bye. I remember my lines because I'm not a fucking idiot.
You.